If you're dedicated to the local food movement, add Bluebird Flour to your shopping list. It's about as Southwest Colorado local as you can get. You're watching the Local News Network, brought to you by Big O Tires in Cortez, an express employment professional serving the Four Corners. I'm Wendy Settle. The Tanner family likes to keep things traditional. They own Cortez Milling, a small flour manufacturer just a few blocks south of Main Street in a location that used to be in the country, but now it's surrounded by subdivisions. Since the late 1950s, they've produced Bluebird Flour, made from high-altitude wheat grown in the Dove Creek area and milled in Cortez. And to keep things traditional, it's packed in cotton sacks imprinted with the Bluebird logo. The family produces enriched white flour, stone-ground whole wheat flour, and cornmeal. It's carried by Krager's, Albertsons, and Safeway throughout the Four Corners states. And it's fresh. Flour is ground, packaged, and often ships out the same day. The company produces about 40 tons of flour a week with 17 employees.
What makes the flour fresh and give it that special taste too is that once we mill it, we only have it sitting over here in our warehouse, sometimes for just the day. Sometimes it's going out the same day that it's milled. So then obviously in that case, it would get to the store probably the next day. So people could potentially buy a bag of flour that had just been milled the day before, which gives it its good, fresh taste.
High-altitude flour has a higher protein content that adds to its flavor, and the freshness maintains that flavor. Fresh flour absorbs more liquid. Fermentation occurs faster because of the nutrients and sugars in the flour. It produces a finer crumb and, well, many cooks and bakers swear it just tastes better. Processing grains into white flour is relatively simple. It starts by tempering the wheat berries in water to soften the husks. The softened wheat berries are ground up in rollers, then sifted to remove the bran husks. It's sacked and packed and on its way to the grocery store that day or a few days after milling. If you'd like to know more about Bluebird Flour, visit the company's Facebook page at Cortez Milling. Thanks for watching this edition of the Local News Network. I'm Wendy Settle.